Economy, of course, was really a hot topic for French voters. And to unwrap all of that, let's bring in our business editor, Kate Moody. Kate, what's really at stake for the French economy now?
Well, Jeannie, Macron is really going to be trying to build on the successes of the last 5 years, and there are quite a few of them when you look at the economy. But he's also, as we've mentioned there, going to be dealing with the inequality, the anger, and the disappointment of those 5 years as well. Now, concretely, he's going to have to continue shepherding the Eurozone's second largest economy through these dual crises that it's been facing. We can take a look actually at the Bank of France projections for this year. The Bank of France currently projecting GDP growth somewhere between 2.8 and 3.4%, and inflation between 3.7 and 4.4%. The ideal, of course, being lower inflation and higher growth. But there are factors, of course, like how the Ukraine war is going to turn out that are really beyond the president's control. Those dual crises being that war in Ukraine and the coronavirus pandemic. He's also going to be trying to keep unemployment low. It is currently at around 7.4%. That's the lowest in over a decade. Unemployment for the youth as well, much lower than it's been in several decades. So that's sort of the broad strokes of what he's going to be trying to do. Concretely, we know that he's going to have to deal with this cost of living crisis. It's something that he came onto a little bit late in the campaign. You know, he jumped into his campaign much later than Marine Le Pen did. She had really established herself as the candidate who cared about the cost of living crisis, even though in the last few months as president, he has taken a lot of action to try to address the concerns of voters, of businesses, of households. He's going to be building on that. We know there are going to be some more immediate relief measures in store, including the extension of this freeze on electricity and gas bills. We know there could be more direct subsidies for people who need it the most, as well as the longer-term challenge of trying to build up salaries, make people feel like they can deal with these crises more. Pension reform is definitely going to be back on his agenda. It's something he really failed at over the last 5 years. He has said that it will be coming back. He's certainly going to try to be addressing that because the state pension program is really running out of money. Hanging over all of this is the question of France's government debt. It currently stands at around 113% of GDP. Much of that was from pandemic spending, and it's something that he knows that he's someone who he was an economist by training. He knows that this is something that he's going to have to address at some point, at least in the next 5 years.
He certainly is. Emmanuel Macron, who won that second term in office in those results that dropped tonight at about 8 p.m.